welcome once again to the program Crossroads on Radio Monrovia, FM 92.1. Well, on this program, we talk about things affecting the young people, those problems that the young people faced in the society. And we do not only talk about them, we try hard to see how best we can find remedy to those problems. You know, the youth of this country, like it's always said, that we make up more than half of the population. It's not just true, it's a fact. Yeah, I'm being joined by Fubbi Henries. He's a resident of District 9 in Monrovia County. Fubbi, welcome to Crossroads on Radio Monrovia.
Thank you, and it's always a pleasure being in Radio Monrovia.
Well, since the last time we met, there was this project you were undertaking in your district. Looking now that the rainy season has set in finally, how have things been so far?
Well, the project is on course, and I think, as I said the last time, the essence of the project was to create awareness and make a lot of noise about it, so that those that are supposed to do what they were refusing to do can now see reason to go and do them. And I think we achieved that so far, and there were a lot of noise being made from Radio Monrovia and other stations that supported the process. And today, as I said, the other side of the bridge, the Matadi side, was also launched, and there was some controversy over who should end the side that we were doing, the 12th Street side. And I think we reached a stop with the community people, and that project also should be ongoing, and we expect it to be done in 6 months. So we hope we have a good deal and we have a better facility for the people. That's my only interest.
Because myself, I was thinking, I thought the only thing the people want to see the bridge connected and then everybody passing on, but who's supposed to control? I mean, complete it now. What? I don't know. What's that? Where, I wonder where it's coming from.
Yeah, the issue is that, you know, in this country, sometimes you need to push people to do what they're supposed to do. And I told my guys, I said, now we're not doing those criticism that we just get on radio and talk empty talks, and nobody cares and nobody seems to hear, and it appears like it's funny because every time they say, oh, they are coming again to talk, and they just leave them to talk. But this time the approach that we adopted is going to the community, identifying the issues that are there and tackling them with the community people. So let us taking matters into our own hands. So based on that, we're able to reduce 2 years of government bureaucracy to raise $10,000. 2 years of government bureaucracy. We're able to reduce that to a few days based on the action that we took to start the construction of the bridge. Because it was in the pipeline, according to our district representative, that in 2013 it was set aside of $10,000 in the budget for a district to construct that bridge. And that matter never came to reality until
somebody had to push
in May 2015.
So
from 2013 to May 2015, until we initiated the project in Unification Day, when we launched that project, and after that, the bureaucracy was shutting. So thanks to the effort of Fubbi and the community dwellers of Frederick Island and the friends of Fubbi, and now at least we are saying that we have found a trick.
So I mean, tell us, is it a good thing in Liberia now? You talked about, because what I gather from what you explained, that I mean, there's this thing that you don't put fire on turtle back, it's not going to move.
It's not going to move.
Is it a normal thing in Liberia these days? That what signal actually, considering the attitude now, what signal is it sending down to the younger ones that, I mean, you must put fire on somebody's back before they do what they're supposed to do?
You know, that's the wrong mentality, actually, that you know your responsibility, you know what you are there for, you know what you are being paid for, but you refuse to do all of those things simply because nobody seems to be talking about it.
Why would somebody know that? I mean, why do you think it's happening like that, knowing that this is my responsibility, but I played a blind eye?
Because I think it also goes with the attitude of the people. The people seem to say, okay, let's just leave it and let's just wait. Time will come and we'll take action and we'll remove the person and give another person the opportunity. But I don't think we should waste 6-9 years of our time
just
waiting for somebody to just do what they feel like doing, and at the end of the day they walk away. Then we put another person there that will start the same thing. They will say, oh, I think that's the trend of Liberian people, just be there, they won't talk. But now we will compare you to act, because you are not to be, we didn't elect you to go and eat salary.
There are a lot of people that are listening to you now. I mean, you're just one person in one district, and then now you've gotten to make the authority in your district to undertake a project that you started. What did you do? Because there are a lot of representatives around here that are there. People highly see them in a district. They promise to people, but they're not making forth those promises. What exactly did you do now that involved your representative to help you to complete that project that other people will listen to, and then get their representative to book that will, pull forth those promises they made?
Like this, you watch one of these my guy show, I think the Double Mount comedy movie. My guy says simple mathematics. So the issue is just, as I said, liaising with the community, understanding the issues in the community, and partnering with the community in getting it done. So it's like we went there. The first time I went to the Brita, for example, I said, I don't think there should be a place that we should even see in Monrovia or Monrovia or anywhere in Liberia.
Okay.
From the conditions that we saw on both sides. So I asked the community guys, what are you guys doing you've been working on this thing for the past years. What are you guys doing to change the course of history for yourself? So that at least you can have a better passage for yourself, because you can walk on this thing every day.
And look, now the rainy season.
You have the planes getting rotting from the rain. You have people falling into the water that people toilet in the same water. So what are you guys going to do to change your own state? Because I asked them about authorities' involvement. They said they were being promised, and they were still waiting for the promise to come to reality.
And that is happening almost all the districts in this country.
Yeah. So as a sense, I say, don't wait for people to do what you can do for yourself.
Okay.
That's one of the things I told them. Say, what can you guys do? What your plans are? They say, we want to make it out of concrete. I say, if you want to make it out of concrete, what are you willing to put forth in making it out of concrete? So we have taxed ourselves 10, and we think everybody at age 18 should pay $10. I said, okay, that's good. Since you guys are
$10 what?
US dollars.
US dollars.
Since you guys are thinking in this direction, then I will join you guys and support the process.
Okay.
And the full cost of the bridge probably should be around 40 to 60,000. But I said I'm not interested right now in the full budget of what will make the bridge to what we want to be. Okay. But what I want to see, let's do it in phases. Bring a mini budget that we can share with anybody. Okay. That they can look at and be able to, I think I can contribute 500, I can contribute 1,000, I can contribute steel rod, I can contribute nails or something, or cement. So let's raise such a budget, and I will share with people, and I think we can be able to raise some fund to get it. So I will champion in raising fund for the material cost. So the $10 that you guys are trying to raise, we use that for workmanship. So you guys, for feeding while the guys do the work, so you guys take care of the workmanship aspect, and I will try to liaise with my guys to see how we can raise material costs for the project. Okay. So that's how we started it. And we're able to raise material costs for the project, and we're able to complete that is the first phase on the first 8,400 budget that was raised. So that was the trick that we used, and it worked. And now the district authorities now are getting involved. So I said, okay, that's the pace we are setting.
Obviously, they are going to feel shy knowing that your responsibility, somebody has taken over it. So you definitely coming forth. I must applaud you taking on this initiative, unlike other people that will go and demonstrate, because you find out people are kind of agitating, demonstrating districts that my representative feel us. They sit supinely, say we're just waiting. As soon as the time comes, we will move them, instead of putting forth to what they can offer. Well, that was a good initiative there, even though the bridge is not completed.
Yeah, well, at least the project started and the publicity was made and the right attention have been given, and now we see the attention have captured those that are supposed to come and do it.
Yeah.
And I said the point here is we should start teaching our leaders how to lead us, since they don't know how to lead us. So we will take that stand and we'll set the pace for them.
Okay.
So as we set the pace, they will come and follow. So we will lead for them. Why they don't know how to lead, we'll lead for them.
I hope that folks that are listening will take that cue, from you, and try to, take up the initiative to start something. Let then their leaders will follow.
Yeah, so we don't support violent issues, so we don't go to either come into a riot or come with a placard, come and do this, but we'll take action.
Okay. Well, folks, that's Fubbi Henries, Vale District 9, who has just, he put the young people together and they've decided to undertake a project. Actually, their authority there, the representative or whosoever responsible sat down supinely, but then when they started this whole project, it's shameful to know that it's your responsibility and some taking on your responsibility, definitely you just got to do something. Well, and the other issue that we always talk about here on this program is the attitude of young people. For your own thinking now, tell us, what's your own impression when it comes to the young people's behavior, the attitude? There are a lot of people that complained about it. And it's so serious. Perhaps a lot of people just see, the young people too, that kind of way. But at the end of the day, this country is going to fall in the hands of the youth. And take into consideration the youth's attitude. What's your own impression?
I still feel positive about the young generation. I don't want to cry anybody down that young people are such a bunch of useless people that don't mean well for society. I refuse that statement because myself I'm a young person. But I think we have a lot of bad examples that they are copying, and we also have good examples of people with good morals that are always in the background that don't want to show themselves out. So I always say, if you are an upright person, you can influence society positively. Don't be in the background. Come out and help shape the country. Let other people see that they can do things differently. So like the action that we now started in the district, we're not going to demonstrate and say we need this. You're not providing this for us. We need this. You're not providing this for us. So we changed that course from demonstrating to demand your right to self-help initiative to demand your right. So that's the same. We are yielding the same result at the end of the day, because if you demonstrate, you get ahead in the process. You don't report it later on, the person come and fix it. But now we say, okay, we will set the pace. Okay, we'll teach you how to come and lead. This is what we want. So we start doing what we want, and you will follow us.
And then you will follow.
So we have to start coming up with those kind of initiatives and setting the example for others to follow, because some people are moved by peer pressure. Some people are moved by how they see other people carry themselves. So we should start being influenced of good behavior to other people. So you interact with them, don't shun them. If you feel that the person is not in line with what you're doing, it doesn't mean that you people cannot work together. Okay, you can still work together, but by your own action, you will change the perception of that person. By just talking to that person once in a while, you will change something about that person. So I think that's what we should be doing, and shouldn't be condemning people and thinking that no good will come out of somebody.
Well, there's this thing in Liberia that everybody played or blame game. Everybody blames somebody for the problem, and because of that, we're now moving forward. Well, how do you think, in any way, that can we graduate? And most of the people that blame people are the young people. The young people blame people in authority for the problems. They blame people in every sphere of the society for their condition. Is there any way, anything that you think as a person that dealing with young people, can we graduate from that stage?
Yes, for me, I'm one person. I'm not too much into the blame game. I always tell people, whatever condition you find yourself in, you are responsible. Some way or the other, you are responsible for your state, your current state of life, whether you like it or not. Because at a certain point, you have to make a choice. You choose to wake up from bed. You choose to find food to eat. You choose not to eat. You choose the clothes you wear every day. You choose the places you go. The things you put in your body, you choose them.
Okay.
The partners you find in life, you choose them. The schools you go to, you choose them. So in the courses that you learn there, so everything that you do in life, there are choices that you make along the way.
Okay.
So you're responsible for your state, but also other people also share in. So we don't live in isolation. So people tend to also look at the other side. Who's responsible for providing some opportunity for me? So that's where the blame comes from.
Okay.
If I'm looking for some opportunity that I cannot get, like for example, you graduate from school, you can't find work, and we know that the economy is hard, but the government is also responsible for creating opportunities for people, opening up, allowing businesses to come in, other investors to come in to open opportunity for your citizens to get work. So people tend to look at that direction and blame them. We see our educational sector. People go to school, you graduate, no career. So who can we blame for such a system? The bulk of the laws we have on our book existed more than 40, 50 years ago, and they are still there now. And society has changed. We cannot compare those years to now. What are we doing? What are our current set of leaders doing to change some of them to conform to the modern day reality? So there where some of the blames coming. What can you do to change our educational sector? It's a system that we have, from just going and learning academics to including vocational skills in grade school, so that people can graduate from grade school with basic life skills career that they can stay on their feet. So those things are not provided. So people tend to blame the government for some of those things. So, but I'm not too much into the blame game. Like I said, if you look at the country, I was just telling somebody last time, bulk of the time when November 29 comes, we get on radio and say there is no need to celebrate November 29 because this guy stayed in office for 27 years, he did nothing, and but I'll tell you something for free. The same design that he left this country, it is the same design that we have today after 40 plus years after his death.
Okay.
You ride from Broad Street straight to Ganta, the same road. You ride from Broad Street straight to Tottenhamburg, the same road. Nothing changed. The design of the country stayed the same. You go to White Plain, water and sewer facility, you still have the same set of equipment there. People just repairing them.
Okay.
You don't have any modern facility. JFK is worse than what he left there. JFK, LPMC, LPRC, the port, RRA, worse than what they were before.
Okay.
Because the same facilities that we still using today. So what are our current set of leaders doing to change some of these things? So that's where the blame comes from. Because you can't tell me that JFK before was referral hospital for one of the referral hospitals for Africa. Today is nothing. When you are sick, suddenly you gotta fly to Ghana for medical treatment. UL, for example, nobody want to go to UL. You want to go outside to learn. Before, people were coming from outside to attend UL. So people tend to blame the government for most of these things because they want to see an improved facilities. So every year, these things have to change so that the new generation should be able to cope with the current state. Because you can't tell me that I'll be today in school and still reading 1960 books where people are producing 20 every year. They produce book for those years.
Well, 0777.
So that's where the blame comes from. So I think our leaders also, they have a lot to do. Yeah, and you see, one of the things I wanted to critique on the annual address of the president, there were a lot of good things that she said. But for some reason, a lot of those good things were overshadowed by one or two few comments that she didn't make.
Okay.
So like, wear your own campaign, eat your own campaign. And you know, pardon me, practically begging the House of Representatives and Senate to join her and support her in the fight against corruption. When she talk about corruption, has tend to be a vampire.
Okay.
And at every point that she spoke, she turned to the Speaker, Honorable Speaker, I need your support.
Okay.
Because for every act of corruption in government, you deny people of all those basic facilities that I just named, improving your healthcare, improving JFK, improving RRA, improving water and sewer facility, improving your hard road to have electricity in the country. having better roads. For every act of corruption, you are denying people of all of those basic facilities. So she kept stressing all those things. I need your support to fight this. So probably I deduced from that. I sat down and watched the whole something over on YouTube, and took my time and jotted down a lot of points, good points from what she was saying. And I think we can change this country if we all give support. And as I said the last time, from our own district level, each lawmaker at their own district should be responsible to bring out their district. That other people can say, yes, this is an example that we should look at. So if everybody doing their little things in their little corners, you find out that at the end of the day, we all will gain, because the entire country will benefit from the first thing of each leadership. Because we cannot only shift blame on one branch and look at the other branch and leave the other branches out. Because all of them have to play their part. So those are some of the things that we look at. So we got to keep pushing, and people will keep blaming, because when they're not receiving what they should receive,
they'll keep blaming.
Yeah. So for example, today we went on a massive campaign. Okay, days gone Monday, we saw there was heavy rain, downpour rain, and there were a lot of floods around the communities, and even West Point, one of the badly hit area. What we did today was like, let's clean our district, and let's make sure we target mainly the drainages. Because bulk of the drainages were blocked, and the water was like backing off in the homes of people. So was that the project that you undertook today? Yeah, with several community people. We hit Fairmount area, we hit the 21 and 18th Street communities. We also did some in Rototown and Bangetown and behind the Fairmount market. So we had a real team doing it together at the same time, clearing their drainages and making sure that at least we create passage for the water to flow, so that you don't have them backing off into the houses of people when you have flood in the next time.
Well, I mean, it's strange in Liberia. Why are you doing it?
As I said, now I've turned to be the main feeder for the district, and like setting the pace. So you set the pace for others to follow. Okay. So we'll keep identifying most of these shortcomings in the district and all those opportunity for improvement in the district, and highlight them and give them the loudest publicity that we can afford to give them, so that the rightful authorities can come and do their work.
How cooperative are the young people, I mean, when it comes to these kind of things? Because in Liberia, we don't really have voluntarism when it comes to the young people participating in these kind of endeavors.
Yeah, for those that we work with, they were actually very, very, very supportive, because the idea we told them, the first thing, you guys, this is your community, you live here. Yesterday, it rained heavily, the water came into your house. So there's an opportunity for you to make sure that the next time it rains, it doesn't enter your house. So come out, whatever tools you have, bring it, shovel, rake, boot, cutlass, whipper, brush the grass, dig the places, and let the water have a free passage. And for the feeding aspect, because people will look at, we need to eat something, find something to eat. I said, don't worry about that. We will see how we can raise fund for the feeding, and we're able at least to provide something for the various groups to find food to eat as they work. So I think it went well, and we intend to keep doing same. And as I said, that's one of the ways we use to also fight one of our killer diseases, the malaria. By cleaning
destroying
our
the breeding place of the mosquito.
And not by hanging mosquito nets over us.
Well, 0777921921. That is, if you are out there and want to be a part, perhaps you want to tell us what's your representative doing, what's your youth group doing, and perhaps you listening to Fubbi Henries right there in a word of encouragement or anything of that sort. You can participate on this program on 0777921921. It's Crossroads. Well, in other parts that we found in our society these days, when somebody is not part of something, they don't want to, they feel that thing is not okay. They don't want to in any way contribute positively. My question to you is, don't you think that this thing you're doing in your district, I mean, is gonna give a good picture to the sitting representative? Because the glory is going to go to the representative, which is Honorable Youngblood. Because that's what most, especially for us in Liberia, the attitude.
The main thing is to make sure that we get the best out of our leaders. So if whatever means we will do, we'll come up with to make sure that we push them to do their job, we'll do them.
Okay.
So I didn't elect anybody and pay you taxes or the taxpayers' money, salaries and benefits at the end of every month for you to just sit down and enjoy the fan cars, the good padam, the round trip tickets to and fro places around. That's not what we elected you for.
Okay.
So we want you to come to the communities and identify the issues there and see how you can solve them along with the people. So if we will be champion of those acts and she gets glory, I don't have problem with that. But my point is the community should have better facilities.
Is the representative involved with these activities? Do you, perhaps you're not working in her office, but do you in any way inform her about these things that you are undertaking?
I'm not part of her team to go and be telling her, come and do this, come and do this. So I think if she needs ideas from me, I think she should also call upon me and say, well, I think we need to partner to work together.
Okay.
So that, I don't have a problem with
But
that.
you-
But that was something that I told her ever since after
Okay.
the 2011 election, that I'm open and willing to always be there to give support.
Okay. Well, so you just doing your own part as a resident of the area.
Yes.
Okay, and then, all right. Well, folks, this is Crossroads on Radio Monrovia. I'm here with Fubbi Henries, a resident of District Number 9, Monrovia County. And if you want to be a part, we're talking about things affecting the youth and how best we can solve those problems. You talked about, taking on initiatives. There are a lot of young people that in the district, you find people complaining, our representative, since we elected him, he did not do anything, he has not done anything. We can hardly see him, but now Fubbi has chosen to take on the initiative to go out, because I think it's that kind of way of putting your leaders' feet to the fire. If they sit down and don't want to do anything, you take the initiative. It's going to be very shameful and disgraceful to know that the ordinary man is doing your job. Another thing about the young people that people complain about, voluntarism. We found out that everything a young man does, he wants money out of it. This thing about voluntarism in the school, in the community, in the workplace, has died out. What's your own impression, and what do you think we can do to bring this back to the society?
It's basically just talking to them and telling them the essence of doing things for yourself.
Okay.
But in actuality, times are hard. Everybody wants something in their pocket. Everybody wants to find food to eat at the end of the day. So somebody will not want to spend their whole day doing something. At the end of the day, they can't find food to eat. It's something normal. You can't tell me you will work somewhere all day. Even if you say you volunteer in your service, you won't have something to eat at the end of the day. You go home and sleep hungry. So we should understand that people are people, and whether it is something little, at least to encourage them, we should also look at making those available. But you can't just have someone doing things free of charge all the time, and they cannot have some kind of benefit for themselves. So we should look at that. So it's not. I don't think they are wrong for demanding something when they give their services, because you have to survive. A lot of the young people, some of them are living on their own, paying their own rent, finding food to eat. So you got to understand from when they come. So it's not something that they have all that they can afford. So volunteering your service will be easy, and not expect anything. But after you have worked, you know that you're going home. You need maybe light in your house, to buy a candle or something. You need soap to take bath. You need food to eat.
So you need something to put in your pocket.
Yeah, so we need to understand those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this straight jacket question, the attitude of all the young people in this country, like I always ask this question, who do we blame?
I don't want to shift. It's both ways. As I said earlier, bulk of the thing you find yourself in, you're responsible to some extent. Okay, so the young people will also take blame for some of the state they are in, and probably the upbringing. Our leaders, our parents, we also have to play part. The schools, the teachers that we interact with, we also have to play part. So the society as a whole, everybody got some kind of share into the making of the various citizens that we bring up.
No, you see, the generation these days, we found out that they are so they're quick to quick to get vexed, you know, and then the attitude. Most of the times, people blame it on the war, but then you find a 2-year-old, let's say a 4-year-old, will misbehave, and then he doesn't even care. 9-year-old misbehave. Sometimes you're walking in the street and you just see a 12-year-old just insult like that. Then I tend to think, is it really coming from the war or just the attitude of the young people? Then that's when the question pops up. Who can we blame for such an attitude?
Sometimes the community you live in will be responsible. Sometimes your parents will be responsible. If you grow up in a house where your parents are always insulting each other, you will definitely think insulting everywhere is normal, and you will follow suit. If you grow up in a community where every day there's some kind of fight, there's some kind of insult here and there, you will tend to think that this is how society should be, and you will tend to learn some of those things. So you have to look at what I say. Everybody got some kind of part to play into the blame game. The parents, the way you conduct yourself in front of your children will have an impact on their lives. The community they live in, the way they interact with people in the community will also have an impact on their lives. So you cannot just shift the blame one side, but everybody will take. But sometimes you as a child also, when you go to school and learn good values, you should also know that this is not the way to go. As you grow up, then you also become a refined person. So all those, everybody will have some percentage on the part.
You an individual, why didn't you take on the initiative like most young people, energetic man, smart, would take on the initiative of getting on the phone, calling stations, and then giving the failure or the problems of your representative, but now you've decided to undertake that project?
If you
could find most young people, that's what they do, and then tomorrow, perhaps, she can call you and give you a job.
I don't need job from my lawmaker. And as I said the last time, what is the name? If you know me, or for those that have known me, I'm not the talking type. So you won't always, usually I say not a noisemaker type. So you won't always find me making noise and yelling about issues. I sit down, I reason with things, and I find approach to tackle whatsoever issue or state I find myself in. And I've seen people getting on air and listening to them a lot of time. We are devastated, we are disenchanted, we are this, that, we are in a deplorable state. Well, I think people have listened to that as music. Because like every morning you listen to all the stations, you hear similar thing. Everywhere. All stations talking about issues in the communities. And sometimes you hear the same callers. They will call the other station for after 5 minutes, you tune to the next station, you hear that same person calling, you tune to the next station, you hear that same person calling. So you hear probably the same voices moving from station to station, sending the same messages across that they are fed up. And sometimes some of them are rewarded and they keep quiet. And I think that's not what I'm up for. And I don't go that route. I believe in taking action. I'm an action-oriented person.
What kind of action? Noise. What kind of action? Because these days in Liberia, when somebody says taking action, the next time you see them with placard of roadblocks.
No, you will not see me. For example, you will never see me with that. I don't believe in demonstration. I don't believe in causing trouble. Yeah. So about the action that I talked about, for example, the project we started on the bridge, that's one of the type of actions that I refer to.
Developmental actions.
The action we started to deal with cleaning our drainages, that's one of the type of actions that we talk about. It's like doing what is supposed to be done. Since those that are supposed to do it not doing it, you take self-initiative as community people to help yourself.
Well, somebody will say, my man, then you really stay long inside because, I mean,
And I will tell them also, thank God they are outside.
0777921921 if you are listening and perhaps you have similar problem in your community where your representative has played a blind eyes, not even some people in the community from among the community I hardly see my representative, so you can call us 0777921921, probably make your views heard right here. There's this other thing about okay, I think I got a caller. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Jonathan Jida. I'm calling from district number 1, Mike Kivi County.
Okay, how's your district?
Oh, the district are fine.
And when was the last time you saw your representative?
We are the anyway. I'm just moving the district zone, and we are the go with his thing. So I can't tell you much about what are his activities for 9 years.
Okay, so tell us. I mean, what do you have to say now?
Yeah, the only thing I got to say, one thing that when we put them there, man, they tend to with the anything they take that windshield, they put it there.
Mm-hmm.
They are using Tinted now. But sorry for next year, everybody will be clever to be looking at one another now. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, but the stand were looking for the job. There were no tinted windshield.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, go look at all the representatives, all the men using tinted. They want it from where the other men using tinted. They want for photo record now. They want stuff for nobody. But starting from next year, you will see all the people will take their tinted off. For BC when we in the car for the know there now.
Okay.
So we need to be careful how we most of them. I'm telling you, most of them will leave up that area. Plenty of them they are not working. That's what you are saying.
Mm-hmm.
They are not really working. I'm telling you, some representatives they are not even have meeting in their own district. You will not be different.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you for calling. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your show.
0777921921. If you're out there and you want to be a part of it, you can call us up. I have here with me in Henry, Fubbi Henries, right here. I got a hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, what's your name? Where you calling from?
George, we are calling from Nukutown.
George Weir.
No, Joe.
Oh, Joe Weir from Nukutown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, how's Nukutown? Who's your representative over there?
Yeah, thank God so much. I just moved from there. I just arrived there the few times.
Oh.
I came from Robert G.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me.
Anyway, thank you for the topic, and also thank the fellows that are in the studio there.
Mm-hmm.
It is good. You see, I want to discuss about the past leader, and actually, what making the country to go back? The country is very old to be there days, since 1847. And you see, leaders like President Thomond, he did well. But you see, as leaders leave, as leaders come in, they let go by the plan of the past leader. But our leaders today in Liberia, so you want to lead the particular development here. I will not touch it because if I face it, the men will still go. A typical example, let's see Samuel Doe. The man based on building like the defense ministry. See, the defense ministry is now small money that the man invest in that area. But the leader come today now, she don't want to take part. She don't want to think about our particular defense ministry. See, how the country will develop? The country will not develop. So there is the executive mansion. The funniest mansion in Africa, but today go see the mansion, how the mansion looking today. It's very, very bad. We can't live like that in this country. You have to do something for the people to know that yes, we got it. Now you the one started it, but you should end it. Your knee will still be on a project. But today, our leaders, especially the leader that we have today, we have a whole lot of projects for them to complete. She don't want to do it, and it's very bad. We can't continue that. And the same thing for the representative in the district. You represented the put you there. They stood in the rain, they stood in the sun, they put you there. You expect for the people to run behind you. You call the head of that district. Call it, say, look, my people can let's work together. But don't let the people run behind you because of what? Yeah, because of what? Because they're supposed to in the rain. You think it's not everybody in a district will be going represented. They just got to choose one person. That doesn't mean that you are importing more of them. So you see, but the country will not know. Actually, so thank you, my brother.
Okay, all right, but then that is why Fubbi Henry now, he says that the only way we can get these people to helping us to do something is by taking on the initiatives ourselves as community dwellers. Don't you think that's the right direction? Than to just sit and complain, because now look at you're complaining, and if you sit and complain the whole year round, nothing will be done. Instead of complaining, to take initiatives.
I really want to enjoy my brother in the studio there from district now. It's good. If they put on the two, you tell the community, you take care of the project, because the man fit to the center, the fit to the center, you're already in the position, so you don't have time. But the community, that community is for you people. You got to still be there. If the person leave, that community for you, so you got to face it.
Wow.
And just forget about the person, and just face it. The person said that you have conscience. You just say you know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Fubbi, you heard the callers there. I mean, our country now, everybody is so. Most of the people are so disturbed, and then they blame those in authority. This new thing, this new attitude of putting our authority to task. Why? I mean, do you have plans? How far actually are you gonna take this?
Yeah, there's gonna be well, this, as I said, this is what we want to keep doing. And there are a lot of issues in the communities, and the best we can do is to go around, observe them, and see how we can make interventions. So we will keep doing them. Some of them don't require cash. Some just require manpower, just going to shape up something. Some require cash, and probably small cash. Some require a lot of cash. So, but those that we can tackle, we do them, and we keep highlighting them. Well, some of them we just start them and give it all the publicity we can give it. And that would draw the necessary attention.
Well, I mean, let me put you on the spot. Is it that you have some I would say external motive, that's the reason why, and then as soon as you get what you want, you just turn your back?
I will answer that question with a story. I used to tell a story anyway. I'm a little bit old-fashioned. There was a party across the river of all the animals. Animals were having a party across the river, so most of them were living on the other side, but they said our party will be across to that end. So they sent an invitation around, and everybody was like running to go to the party on the day of the party. So all of them crossed the river successfully, except Scorpion, because Scorpion could not swim. So Scorpion was standing at the river bank, hoping for somebody to cross him. Everybody came, they saw Scorpion and left Scorpion there. Scorpion kept begging. So as God could have it for Scorpion, God sent Frog. Frog was the last guy to cross. He came in best Scorpion there. He said, Scorpion, I'm on my way. I'll see you later. Scorpion said, Frog, you're the only person I'm depending on now. Everybody left me. You don't want to depend on to cross me. So Scorpion told Frog, I beg you, please grab me. So Frog said, but you, why you think everybody left you? Frog said, Scorpion said, because they think I will sting them. Scorpion said, Frog said, well, yes. And definitely, man said, I don't want you to sting me. So I will leave you here. Scorpion said, I beg you, Frog. The last thing, I really want to go to the party, so I will not sting you. Frog said, if you sting me too, I will die in the water. So cross me. So Frog reluctantly agreed and said, get up my back. Frog started to swim across the water. So as they were going, Scorpion had a fortunate thing at the back. So
Yeah.
it will keep bringing it up, it will carry it back down. When you think about
Wolf Rock.
yeah, Wolf Rock to it will carry it back down. But each time it will bring it up, later on it will carry it back down. But when they got in the middle of the water, Scorpion could no longer hold himself, so he stung the frog. And frog yelled in his last breath when he was dying, say, "Hey, Scorpion, I thought you said you're not going to sting me." And he was like going on. The Scorpion said, "Frog, sorry, but I'm a nature." So Hatu will then die in the water.
And then the interpretation of this whole thing.
Okay, I come into it. Your nature will always be your nature. So my nature, all those that have known me, I've always been that type of the kind of person I am. So nothing will change me, politics or no politics. So I'm always there for people, and what I always believe in, once you can be there to impact somebody's life, even if that one person that will give them hope for tomorrow, you do it. You cannot touch everybody, but those that you can touch, 100% proud.
Because I'm sorry, but a lot of young people feel, I come around them, they are so frustrated. They wish that they can go to America, go to Europe, leave this country, and then refer to, this place like, they say all the negative things about this country, and you're a young man. Is there anything that you think in Liberia that a young Liberian, shouldn't go out for, but stay here and they can achieve whatever they want?
I always tell people, I've not one day played the thing they call DV. I never had good life all the time. There were a lot of days that I slept hungry. There were a lot of days that I walked from school, also walked halfway to school. But nothing ever crossed my mind of a dying need to leave Liberia to go America, or to leave Africa to go America, or any part of Europe. I've never been on any resettlement program. I've never played DV. I've never tried for any of those opportunities that would take me out of here. But what I tell people, I say, if you apply yourself here and you take advantage of every little opportunity that you have to go to school, to learn something, to mix with people positively, to be the best you can be, the opportunity will come. Sometimes it might appear hard, it might appear difficult, that nothing seems to be happening for you in your life, but you have to trust God and be positive about yourself, and definitely the opportunity will come.
Are there opportunities in Liberia for young people?
There are several opportunities. Just that.
Okay, opportunities there. Okay, but then you have to be with certain group. You have to have certain days. You have to,
You don't necessarily have to be with certain
do certain things.
or do certain things. Like for me, when I graduated from college, my first job I had, my friends that recommended me for the job. I didn't rub shoulder with anybody for a job. They recommended me, and I went. I sat the interview. I sat the test. I made it, and I started the job. It was not paying much, but it had very high profile. Paid master for Africa. It sounds like I'm making all the money, but I was making less than, my take home was less than $300 after taxes and other stuff. I was responsible to go in the bush. Nimba, I toured the 15 districts at the time in Nimba County, paying salaries to feed staff. Bon County also, all the districts that I toured and paying salaries to clinic and agricultural staff. Some part of Upper Monrovia, Johnsonville, Bensonville. I used to go there to pay people salaries, taking with me up to $60,000 every month to go and pay people.
And you
I was
making
being
just
paid
little
less
over
than-
$200.
Yeah, a little over $200 per month. But that did not cause me to tamper with the money or to steal anybody's money. Or you say, "Oh, pay myself for Africa, big man." See me that. But the integrity that I carry, I told people, I say, you don't protect your own life. God is responsible for that. But one thing you can protect is your integrity. So that I met team from school, and it was based on that my friends trusted me or able to recommend me for that job, and I took it and I went through. And the next job that I had at Coca-Cola factory, and after I worked with Africa for 10 months, and when that opportunity came at Coca-Cola factory, I decided to go for it. I went there as an honorary accountant responsible for payroll also and accounts payable. and I was able to grow through the ranks from Coca-Cola factory, also based on my competence and my integrity. And I grew from being just a payroll and ordinary payable accountant to a purchasing supervisor in few months. After that, I grew up to the position of accounting manager, and later on, now I'm the finance manager. At age 35 this gone December. And I always tell people the opportunities will come, but you have to be prepared to take them. And you also have to have a positive attitude towards things. You should uphold your integrity to a higher esteem, because if you don't do that, other people will not trust you. People always complain that Liberians, most of the time you see them blaming Liberians for being corrupt, for stealing. You give them little opportunities. People are in a hurry to build houses to achieve what their father achieved in 20 years. They want to achieve in few months. And we also had a theft case there for concern with 9 of our employees. And I was there at the time, and I was part of the investigation that led to uncovering fraud of over $1.8 million. And today we also in court on that matter. And I'll tell people that it is your integrity that will carry you through. So based on my integrity that I decided to protect with my life, that today I'm moving at the level, the way which I'm moving. And there's no magic. It's just trying to be yourself. Don't stretch your hands too much. There will be times that the demands will be too much, but you should learn to take a break and see how you can cater to those you can cater to within your means. Don't go outside your means. If you start venturing out of your means, then you start getting into trouble.
Well, quickly, I mean, I've lost this caller. Well, quickly, even though you tried, I see that you try to coin your word, try to be so cautious when it comes to talking about the youth. But let me put you on the spot. What is the problem that you think is wrong with the youth of Liberia?
Like I said, people, if you graduate from high school, you don't have any other career. A lot of our parents cannot afford to send us to college. Sometimes they have to beg people to help them with money to send their children to colleges. So you find out that those people that can make it, you have plenty of children. You have graduated from high school. You tell the person you send you out of high school, where their other brother then graduate from high school too. So that guy now cannot go to college. What he start doing? He's idle. So usually they say the idle man is the devil's workshop, as most of the pastors will say. So once you are idle, you easily tend to rub shoulder with people that are available. A bulk of the time you find other people available in the community, you sit down with them, and gentlemen, I will say, "Boy, that's what we're doing here." You start getting involved gradually. Because you're also frustrated, you say, okay, I can take this substance in to push that frustration away over time. Then you look, it become a habit, or you become addicted to it. Then you also start influencing other people. So over time, then you see people are being corrupted by some of those peer pressure or those actions in the community. And I see a lot of them. And it's not something that is good, but we should also not push them away from us. We should try to encourage them, try to keep them around, try to see how we can to talk to them. Let's talk to them. And gradually, some of them will change. Everybody will not change. Some will change. And we should also, now, as I keep pushing this agenda, let us introduce vocational skills in our school system so that our kids that are following us can graduate with career immediately they get out of high school, so that we can start building a middle-class economy where people from high school can be actively involved in the growth of the economy. So you don't have to go to college first before you can contribute. You start contributing right from high school. You can be in senior high, you open your own wood shop. You can be in senior high, you open your own tailor shop. You can be in senior high, you open your own hairdressing or tailoring or tie and dye shop, where you can start selling and making money and impacting. Then we'll also be buttressing the dream of the president of wear your own, buy your own, eat your own.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have to be with you here on the program Crossroads. I've been here with Fubbi Henries, and before I go quickly, what's your parting comments?
If it is for us, it has to be by us. That's the motto that I share. And I will keep saying it till we can make it part of our life. If it is for us, it has to be by us. If Liberia is to change, we the one will change Liberia. If our individual districts have to change, the residents of those districts will be the ones to change those districts. So let us not shun away, and let us not sit on the fence and say the people think. It is our thing. Liberia is for all of us, and let us actively get involved and change the course of our history, so that tomorrow our children will not blame us as we are blindly blaming our forefathers.
Okay. Well, folks, and I'll join him to say that every generation blames the other for their downfall. I hope that the generation after us not going to blame us for their problems. Chances favor the prepared mind. Until then, I have been your host, Mentor Davis. A repeat of this program comes on at 1 o'clock on Sunday. From my end, I'd like to say thanks so much, Henries, for coming through.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Okay, and say thanks to the callers out there, and unfortunately for the ones that I couldn't get through, okay? But we're out, and I'm going to be back here next Saturday. From my end, I say bye-bye.